Jesus help me. It's getting crazier and crazier out here. I feel like I'm in the upside down world lately. I think I'm going batshit crazy. I think I need to go have a mental evaluation. Cheese and crackers.
She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter and a straight jacket round her waist. When she gets a bite, you better run, you better hide, better pray that you're not worth the chase. Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary when she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live. Creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for you. Should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for you. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor. If you give her time of day, baby, that's your first mistake. She will swallow you whole, for you know you're controlled by a sweetheart criminal. Never thought that she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter. You should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter, and she might just come for. I will come for you.
They stand in the shadows, I walk in the flame. Built my own throne, they just play the game. Whispers of legends, my name on the stone. Truth in my veins, I'm carved out of bone. Not like them, I'm a force unseen. Raw like the earth, sharp and keen. They talk the talk, but they break and rust. I rise from the ashes, I'm built to trust. Chains never bound me, they held their own. Freedom's a crown that I've always known. Words cut deeper like knives in the mist. A rebel's fire too strong to resist. Not like them, I'm a force unseen. Raw like the earth, sharp and keen. They talk the talk, but they break and rust. I rise from the ashes, I'm built to trust. Chains never bound me, they held their own. Freedom's a crown that I've always known. Words cut deeper like knives in the mist. A rebel's fire too strong to resist. Echoes of silence, the world's on mute. I speak in storms, they follow in suits. King of my rhythm, no script in my hand. This is my anthem, I'll make my stand. Not like them, I'm a storm untamed. Chasing the fire while they stay framed. They fade like smoke, I'm the solid dust. Forever unbroken, I rise, I trust.
Good morning slash afternoon, depending on what part of the country you are in. What a great day to be alive, okay? What a great day to be alive. Welcome in, welcome in. Would you be so kind to hit the like button? Because we need to get this in that algorithm. We need to make sure that everybody knows what they can do if they have donated to the Whitaker Fund. And Sophia already started her crap. $2 will play the thrusting here in just a second, girlfriend. Happy Monday, everyone. Be kind in chat. Hit the like. Thanks, Sophia. I appreciate you, girl. Mama Bear, good to see you. Yes, I'm like a half hour early because I have a very important phone call this afternoon, and I cannot miss it. So I didn't want it to run, over, and I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row before I speak to this person. Okay. So anyway, I'm sure that you guys have heard the news. If you haven't heard the news, we're about to hear the news. Okay. Um, the gentleman by the name of Crepatula, okay, I'm probably saying his name wrong. He's been diligently working on this, okay? And he made a statement and a video today, and we're going to play it. As you can see, I said that, giving video credit, I'm using this under the fair use terms, and also the link to his channel is provided in my description on this video. All right? So we're not going to beat around the bush. We're getting to it. We're going to read the statements. He was just on Facebook calling out. Yeah, we're going to listen to all of that. We're going to watch it. We're going to read it. We're going to get all of the information. That's strange. Neither of them use their first name. Appalachia. Oh, like Appalachia. Okay. Crepatula. I can't say it. My tongues don't work that way. Damn it. All right. But this fine gentleman here. Okay. Hey, Anthony, 421. I have to practice that word. I feel very incompetent at the moment. All right. Let's get to it, guys. This is not my content. Like I said, the link to his channel, YouTube channel, is in the description of my video.
Patrick Rourke, for the Whitakers, I need you to listen to this message. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. The biggest backyard brawl probably, ever occurred this weekend, and a couple days later, and I still have not fully recovered. But thank you for taking the time to listen to this important message. The state police has officially launched their investigation, and they have released.
You heard that correctly. The state police has officially launched the investigation about what's going on. All right, so take heed. And I have to stop the video. I had some comments. Why do you keep stopping the video when you listen? I have to stop the video and do commentary over someone else's video. Okay, until ma'am, this is to you, ma'am, who was complaining to me in my chat underneath the video. This is called how you do a video. This is called how you can do it with the Fair Act. I have to transform the video by stopping and doing commentary, ma'am. That's how you do it. So everybody that knows everything, shut up. Oh, Lord.
It's the statement. All right, I'm pulling this from Loot Press. So shout out to the source, lootpress.com. Says West Virginia State Police investigating fraudulent scheme linked to local Whitaker family. The Beckley Detachment of the West Virginia State Police is investigating a fraudulent scheme involving money and merchandise being sent to a Beckley family. According to an incident report, the scheme has been going on since June 20th. 2024, and
that's not correct. He corrects it. It's June 20th, 2025. Remember, guys, the dates that I found? I've been talking about this. I'm like, the first time that a Cash App, in my knowledge, and I couldn't find anything else, was June 20th, 2025, when he said he was buying refrigerator, washer, dryer, mower. Remember that, guys? And he slapped his Cash App there like he was about it. Okay.
That date's wrong. Correction there. It's 2025, but that's okay. And continued until September 15th, 2025. The money and goods were sent to the Whitaker family under the names Eric Carroll and Patrick Rourke.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Troopers identified the suspects as John Patrick Rourke, 46, of Odd, West Virginia, and Lawrence Eric Carroll, 41, of Waverly Hall, Georgia. Investigators are requesting that anyone who has sent money or merchandise to Rourke, Carroll, or any other individuals connected with the Whitaker family, contact the police and provide information about those transactions. Anyone.
Anyone. So please, I have it pinned. The number that you can call it is pinned. If you folks have donated anything, and you have it, you have to come with a receipt. You just can't say you did. Okay? You have to show the transaction. Okay? You have to show the transaction, people. Call the number that is pinned and report it. It is very vital that you do that. And I'll tell you why. There are different things going on with the legislation, with digital dignity right now. There are boots on the ground doing this as we speak. All right? To get a bill passed or a law passed, you have to find a senator to back your bill, okay? And that is being worked on as I sit here with you today, okay? So, and the more information that is brought up and more proof, it helps get it going. And what the bill that's being brought in front of legislation is a digital. Why is my tongue tied today? Lord, because I've been on YouTube too much this weekend. Digital dignity, okay?
Any other individuals connected with the Whitaker family. That means, have you sent anything to anyone that's intended for the Whitaker family? Be sure to reach out. The case is being handled by Corporal J.W. Gilkison of the Beckley Attachment. Anyone with information is asked to call 304-256-6700. Again, this case is being handled by Corporal J.W. Gilkison of the Beckley Detachment. Anyone with information is asked to call 304-256-6700. Let's go, y'all. It's time to get the evidence we need.
Yep. Time to get the evidence that is needed. Come on, and if you have done it and you have tried to support the Whitaker family from June 20th, 2025 to current date, and you have a receipt to go along with it, please do the right thing.
To go with the evidence we already have. Now, again, if you've donated to Eric or Patrick on behalf of the Whitakers, there's going to be this investigation is going to take a little time. So we need those numbers. We need to figure out exactly what kind of fraud we're looking at, because it's big. And I'm just telling you, it's big. And not only that, this family has been taken advantage of for far too long in the media. And before you say it, why are you butting in? What you got to do with this? Well, I live here. So get over it. And they messed with the wrong hillbilly. I've been sitting on the background, letting, these stories be told about the Whitakers and just hoping the best for the family, trying to butt out of it, because there is a lot of this that Eric and Patrick have done that is unfortunately.
If you have donated financially and you can track it to whatever platform you donated it on, there's a way to track every financial transaction that you make, and you can prove it and you have a receipt. Call the number.
Unfortunately legal. So people come in, media's done this since the camera was invented. They come into Appalachia, they take their cameras,
I love him.
They point it at the dirtiest homes, they point it at the dirtiest people, although they don't really know those people. They just know they're dirty. So they film them and they say, look at these poor individuals. They are so destitute. Whatever shall we do to remember the forgotten? They do all this because of several reasons. One, they're rationalizing the problems of the world sometimes onto Appalachia. Saying,
it'll be on here again, Italian girl. It'll be on here again.
Look at that. This is the reason things are the way they are. It's them dumb hillbillies. Well, guess what? You're being fooled. The stories of Appalachia are so rich and full that you could possibly never learn them all in your lifetime. And that's what Creepalachia has been dedicated towards. But also, we take up for people, especially our own, who don't have the ability to defend themselves. And if you're defending Eric or Patrick and you've been coming at me, it's okay. Listen,
it'll be showed again.
We're all
relax.
In this together. You were taken advantage of. Your heart was treated like a wallet, and the nickels were raying out of it, and you gave out of your heart because you love this family. And we all do. The Whitakers are just very, very personable.
There you go. So I'm going to pause it here. So if anyone wants to write it down, take a screenshot of it, whatever you need to do. Have you gave money for the Whitakers to Eric, Carol, or Patrick? 1-304-256-6700. Okay? It'll be on here several times.
And, fun loving and a typical family in Appalachia, but they have been taken advantage of. You need to realize this. Now, let me explain to you a little bit about the charges that are coming. Now, who knows how many are coming, but I'm just going to explain to you the ones that I feel have been, present. And like I said, some of it was legal, unfortunately. Where you get into legalities is when you take donations for false pretenses and you don't provide those donations to who you're saying you're going to provide them to.
Exactly.
I'll get into the
Like the refrigerator, the washer and dryer, the mower. We don't know if he collected any money off of that. I don't know because I don't have access to his Cash App, obviously. But we never seen from what I can find. Now, everything that I say on this channel is based on opinion only, the way I view it, not facts. Unless you hear it from the horse's mouth, it's just opinion based. Take it for what you want. Do your own research. I always suggest everybody don't always believe what you hear, okay, and half of what you see. Go find it for yourself, okay? I just put it together what I find, and that's it.
contract that's been mentioned in a minute. There's a lot of holes there, first off. I
Hey,
can't
Eric.
wait to see it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a napkin, but we'll get into that in a minute.
That's
Let me
funny.
explain wire fraud. So, all right. So let's just say you go into
I
a
doubt
gas
it.
station. You bring a jar.
But let
You
me
put
tell
out the
you what
jar.
you can do. You can stop. I think, I don't know how to do it, but I heard through the grapevine. If you did donate like a super chat or something like that, you can ask for a refund or reverse it. I don't know. You might want to you might need to ask Google. But I think there is a way to stop it because I've seen it done, but I just don't know how they did it.
You say, I got an idea. Let's raise money for cancer. And maybe you got a good intentions. Maybe you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to give this to people with cancer. So let me take this jar, let me put it in the gas station, and let me see who all will help me. And we'll go from there. So people come in and they, out of the kindness of their own hearts, give money to the cause because that's what people do. We take care of each other. When people are in need, we help them out. So you collect all this money and, eventually you decide, let me go see how that cancer jar is doing. I'm going to go get that jar. So you go in, you say, oh, Lord Jesus, look at that cancer money. We got some money today. All right. So, you basically take this jar and you take it home. And you never do anything with it. That's what's called fraud. Now, let's take that scenario and put that into the digital world. You're collecting donations for, a poor family, let's say. And donations start pouring in, probably from across the world, come to find out. But they start pouring in and, you're like, oh, look at this. You start saying, we're going to build so-and-so a house. Sound familiar? We're going to build a house.
Christopher?
So what does that do? That tells you, oh, I want to help them build that house because I'm a good person and they're good.
Let me tell you what else I seen last night. So there's a guy that seems to live like a county over. I think I saved the clip, but I've been doing a lot of stuff via phone this morning, so I couldn't get all of my clips together, so I sincerely apologize. This was important. But the gentleman said that he went to the Raleigh County and looked up to see if there had ever been any permits pulled on said property, and there isn't any. That's public information, people. So if I don't feel like I need to share that on my YouTube channel, but if you want to find it, you can go to the county website and look to see. I might try to find. You know what? I think I did save it. We'll look after this.
People too, and they're taking care of these other good people.
So we can at least have you can know where to go to find the link if you choose to.
Let's all do this together. So you start giving.
But I'm telling you, there's
Start
no
giving,
permits.
and numbers start adding up. Videos are releasing, and it's a great time. You're going to get this house built for this family. Well, all of a sudden, the house blows up. Not
Anthony, right?
literally, but metaphorically. Something happens. A tragedy occurs. There's a scapegoat involved, and you decide you're not going to build that house. Now, did you put that
Me
scapegoat
too,
there?
Christopher.
I feel you did. Time will tell. And all of a sudden, I can't build the house with the money because I don't trust who's going to be in the house. So
Right?
the money's still there. And
Allegedly.
that's called wire fraud. When you do that across state lines, when you take money like that, that's when the federal government gets involved and says, hey, you can't just take money saying you're taking it for something else. Those donations that went straight to you saying, buy you something good to eat, honey. God bless you. You've done such a good job. All that stuff is legal. When you start saying, hey, give me money for A, and you don't give it to A, that's called wire fraud. And when investigations open, it's too late. If it's set,
Too late. That's right. You should have. I've been on here saying, dude, it's easy to set up a trust. You're still pussyfoot. We think, allegedly. He could blow us all. Eric could come on here today and say, the money's been in a trust for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. Right? He could. There's potential that he could. And God bless it if it does, right? But there's more to the story.
in there, and you've done nothing with it, let's see what the court decides. But you're probably going to face some charges there, as you should, because you're taking advantage of disadvantaged people. And that's why everyone out there, if you've gave to them and you have your intentions were that your donation were going for the Whitakers,
I hope you start feeling better.
Is
I
very
hope you
important
start feeling better.
because cases like this, depends on how transparent everyone's being. I hope they give everything up. I hope they give access to all their apps. I hope they talk about the cash donations that have been mailed in. I hope they do the right thing. But we need you. We need all of us to come together and quit with the crap and stand up to Eric Carroll and Patrick Rourke and say, we're not going to let you take advantage of these people anymore. And do your part. And before you say it, you're making money off them too. You're posting too. They took our jobs. Before you say that, I'm donating 100% of what is made from any Whitaker content we create to a good charity that I feel is doing great things. And eventually, after we get the toilet flushed, get this out of the way, I'm going to take care of the Whitaker family in my own way. And no, you're never going to hear about it. I'm never going to talk about it. I'm never going to write about it. You can deal with that answer. That's what's going to happen. And if you want to check receipts, it's real easy to do these things. Go to my Facebook. I made a post of me giving to Just for Kids, a really good organization in Southern West Virginia. And you'll see. It's very easy. It's very easy to be transparent about these things.
Hey,
They can say, oh, well, we're
Hey,
starting
Becca.
to trust. We're doing this. We're doing that. All they want. And that stuff's important because, yeah, when you have a family on a fixed income and you throw them piles of money, stuff's going to go awry. Systems are going to have to, adapt to that situation. There's, with fixed income, you can't earn additional money. That's why a lot of these people are trapped.
And that's what we were talking about. I'm like, how is this going to directly affect them in the long term, right? Because they didn't research it to see exactly what can be done legally to protect them from not being able to obtain the government assistance that they really, really need. They need medical care. This money is going to run out eventually, okay? And they're going to need help. So, like I said, I keep saying, I'm thinking of you, but I'm thinking of myself more. You know what I mean? That's what I feel how they walked into this.
Can't, you say, get a job. Okay, yeah, okay, that's great. It's hard to find pay equivalent to what you're getting paid. So what are they supposed to do?
Yes, they are.
I mean, now listen, I'm a hustler. Always have been.
Creepalachia.
But I also don't
Did I say it right,
judge people
guys?
for their situations. And
Creepalachia.
that's the problem here. You need to realize this is bigger than all of us. This is to ensure future scammers in Appalachia do not take advantage of our people. And not only that, everywhere else. This is going to be a monumental case in ensuring families are protected from the evil that can occur from a camera.
He's a
And
local
I hope you
person
join
to
us.
Appalachia,
If you have donated,
and he has been doing a lot of footwork in the area. And I'll read a statement that he put out too on Facebook. He's a YouTuber, content. Oh, I think he has a Facebook that he does most of his content on. I don't know, but he is from the area, and he explains why he's doing what he's doing.
to this effort, to Eric Carroll, Patrick Rourke, you need to call this number and you need to provide your receipts of what you've donated. We're going to do this together, and we are going to ensure that this family is taken care of together. I appreciate you. Now, I'm going to
No,
play
they
a little
won't,
clip.
Eric. No, they won't.
Basically, I got a 30-minute interview with Patrick asking questions early on in my investigation. And it gives a lot of details. Now, I'm not going to play this whole video because I don't want to impede on the investigation. And to be honest, there's a lot in there that they're going to chase leads for, and it's going to break open a lot of information. I do want to talk about the contract real quick, mentioning before I play this clip. So, it's been mentioned, and I've heard from people involved in the contract. One of the third parties, obviously Patrick has told me, but other people have told me as well. I've talked to people that have seen the contract, so just wait. But there's a third split going on. A third for Eric, a third for Patrick, a third for the Whitakers. Someone brought this up to me recently, and I hadn't even thought about it.
Say it.
But you're
What I've been
counting,
screaming.
5+ people as 1/3. It's not how it should work.
Nope.
They're each equal parties
Absolutely.
in the matter.
Hell yeah.
They should not have to take a third and split it.
No, sir.
If anyone needs to split a small amount of money, it needs to be Eric and Patrick
Abso-fucking-lutely.
and their team.
Yes, sir.
So think about that. When you take all these people and wrap them into
I've
one
been
thing,
screaming this for I don't know how long. That's not a fair contract, okay? It's not a fair contract. It is just simply not. It's just simply not. Okay? It's just simply not. And whoever thinks it is, well, have that kind of contract for you and your family and see how you like it.
it's the whole problem. These are each individuals. Individual people with individual civil rights. So
Absolutely.
the contract is garbage.
Absolutely.
I wanted you all to know that because that's part of the problem. You wrap this family into these words. You know, you say inbred.
Yeah, I don't
You
say that. No.
hillbillies. You say, look at them poor hillbillies. Look at them poor inbred hillbillies. And then you got people who are just blatantly mean. You know, which is awful. They can't defend themselves. It's not just Patrick and Eric. It's everything that has been created from their face that is legal too. Every effort out there, every video you've seen out there that gets millions of views from their image, millions upon millions of dollars generated in revenue.
I'm sorry. I am so glad that I watched this and I follow him because I feel like I was in the upside down world. I'm like, why am I so agitated about this? And I mean, there are a few people speaking on it, but there's not a lot. You know, like people that oh, never mind. But I'm just like, what? Am I gone crazy? Is this not exploiting people? Am I lost my entire fucking mind over here? Like, hey, I need to see a doctor. I need a mental evaluation ASAP because I've been fired up on this shit. I'm not kidding you. It struck a nerve in me because I come from a rural area. I don't come from that area, but I come from a rural area. And we had to survive on what was provided off the land a lot of the times. Gardening, and I know it's tough, and I would have been pissed the fuck off if someone would have came and started videotaping me, and then it would be out there for years to come. Okay, all right, and it just struck a nerve in me to make me want to do something behind the scenes, which is being done. Okay, I'm just telling you, there are a lot of people working for a bill to go in front of the legislative in the House in West Virginia about a digital dignity law. Okay, There is. So it cannot be done to anybody else in that state. Now, I don't know about any other state. I guess we'll work on that whenever the time comes, right?
From these images, which I will never show on this channel, millions and millions of dollars have been gained from this.
Sorry, I
you
keep
have
you up there.
followings that have been built off of these people that have amassed huge followings that will pay in perpetuity. And yeah, people have started GoFundMe's. That's great. I've started GoFundMe's myself to help people out, but that's your money. Yeah, they're managing it and saying, "Here's the money. Here's the money." You know, like Mark Lida, who made the first video, who kicked off this insanity. I want to say up front, I think Mark is a creative genius. I love his work. I'm a big fan. All except for this series, and also the active addiction videos. I don't think you should incentivize that, because he does pay people for interviews. And,
I got you, Anthony.
which there are some interviews that I've done, like people come in and talk about their paranormal experience. I feel people should get paid in certain instances. Where I don't is when you are talking about drug addiction, where you are talking about anything true crime related, anyone sharing that experience. When you start paying people, you're twisting.
And that I'm glad this guy is on pretty much the same wavelength with me. What I have a channel based on is someone exploiting missing children cases. All right, there's a person that I review quite frequently on this channel. I don't review the actual case that she's covering. I review her covering the cases that she goes over, because she exploits the living shit out of children and makes money off of it. She doesn't have a fucking job. She doesn't have a retirement plan. She doesn't have a 401k plan. She uses the money off the internet, from my observation, off the exploitation of missing children, and makes up the most horrific stories about the parents of missing children. Not fact-based, in my opinion. Speculation-based. Okay? And I can't stand it. It makes me sick. Because how are you going to re-victimize a victim? What the fuck? Now, if someone's accused of it, found guilty in the court of law, nail him to the cross. But until then, we still live in the United States of America, man. You don't have a right just to say what you want to say without repercussions, in my opinion. Let me get off that motherfucking horse right now, okay? Because I'll get going, honey. Not today, Satan.
Brain into they want to make you happy. They want to tell you what you want to hear. Not that they're not sharing their truth.
Right?
I'm sure they are. But that's just what happens. So, again, I think Mark's a genius, but that first video amassed a mega following. Now, he would have...
Yes, Eric!
But let's be honest. Look at the highest video on his channel. I haven't even looked at it in months. I'm not bitter about it. I wish him luck. But I'd guess that the Whitaker stuff...
Yeah, Anthony,
really
it's always okay to take a break, honey.
With these followings you amass, you get subscriptions, you get, donations, you get money, you get this, that, yada, 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 yada. That is a following that will stick with you in perpetuity.
Right.
You'll buy your merch, watch your videos. There is no calculation you can possibly do for what poverty porn does for a channel.
Poverty porn. Wow. That's a heavy word, but I like it. Poverty porn. Wow. I mean, that's a way to put it. I like this guy. I don't know much about him, but it seems like we kind of are thinking along the same basis here. I'm digging it.
Again, it's legal. But where the wire fraud came in with Patrick and Eric is illegal.
Eric, that's terrible, right?
And we have to protect these people. We have to protect Appalachia. We have to protect West Bygone, Virginia.
Right? I like the way he says that.
Budget into this, because I have the skill set to give you all the truth. And if you believe it...
Right? I'm giving nobody any day. 2 a day sometimes, Lord.
You want to comment, you're just in it for money. That's fine. Have fun with that. I really don't care. I find it kind of humorous that, people will take the time to say certain things and, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, man, they typed out 3 paragraphs telling me how wrong I am and how Eric Carroll is,
I know, and I've been getting the same kind of backlash on mine. Oh, you're a monetized channel too. You're making money. I don't show the videos of them. I'm exploiting the exploiter. You get it? You see the difference, folks. All right, and let me tell you, I don't have millions and millions of views on my channel. All right? It just doesn't happen. And that's okay. I'm not here for. I'm here to if one person that donated to the Whitakers for a new home and they're not receiving it can get the number from my chat, my day is successful. I don't like people that exploit and steal money. I don't like it. Pisses me off.
God bless him for what he's doing. Well, you know what? I wrote out a long explanation for my theory. It's totally speculation. I'm not going to put it on this video, but it's on my Facebook page.
Hey, good to see you.
But it kind of explains what I feel happened. And I think Eric probably did have some good intentions, but you're not going to come up from Georgia and one of the first things you do is you have a disabled family sign a contract. Get out of here with that. Come on. Come on. Think. You're not going to do that. You probably have some kind of savior complex inside where you're like, I'm going to take care of this family and also I'm going to make a good living.
Mama Bear says I don't even care.
Well, guess what happened?
Yeah, what the hell's going on in the chat? It says, Mama Bear, I'm going to victim your ass. Sassy, at least you said something. Listen, I'm a victim and Lady Care doesn't care. You damn right I don't give nothing about you. Damn moderators try to rough me up in my own damn chat. Look at them. Oh, they know my personalities. We have conversations off of YouTube, so you don't get your fucking Dunkin' Donuts, heifer. Shut up.
You make a good living, blew up, and you got scared because you knew. I don't think Patrick necessarily knows where the fraud came in. I think he's complicit because he unknowingly committed the fraud. But Eric Carroll started to figure out.
I'm sorry.
This is a crime. So he blew the whole thing up. And here we are. The state police has opened
Thanks, Eric.
an
I tried.
investigation, and I'm so grateful that this is going to be looked into. Now, we're just talking federal charges. Who knows how far this thing's going to go?
Right? Who knows?
Thankfully, a lot of the family are safe right now with APS, and they're working through the situation.
Right.
This is not over by a long shot. There's going to be so many things investigated over this. So
Absolutely.
much mud has been
Creeple
thrown.
at you. I think I'm saying your name right. I'm so excited. I got it.
I've had, really, throw all the mud you want at me. I'm just here to give you the facts. And I'm here to protect my home from future scams.
There you go, buddy.
I hope you listen to all those words, okay? We've heard a lot of words.
And I appreciate that out of him. I appreciate the hell out of him. All right? Because vulnerable people need protected. They do. All right? They just do. And I may not come on here and be the most, elegant speaker and all that, this and that. I don't know how to do YouTube. I'm learning as I go. All right? But I have good intentions. I'm not going to be like, well, let's exploit everybody. You want to hear about a missing kid? I'm going to make up stories about the mother, the dad, everybody. No, let's have look at to see what's going on. You just can't go around here taking people's money, accusing people of shit that you don't know about. I would not want that done to me in my life. Okay? And then also, Eric, you can't be saying the most dangerous place for a child to be is in a single mother home. I don't like that. Take it down, asshole. That's vile. That shit pissed me off, too.
But now we're getting facts. So to end this, I'm going to play this little clip that you need to hear. And this is from Patrick O'Rourke's interview that I have provided.
Yeah, sometimes you might get an ad here and there, but I have it on very low. So I know there's 3 stages, guys, that YouTubers can have their ads on. It's low, balanced, and then high. I keep mine on low. I know people are like, well, you need to have it at least on balance to make any money off your YouTube channel. I'm sorry. The viewer experience is probably more important to me than what I'm going to make, because I'm going to be honest with you. Over here, I'm such a small channel. I make like $5, maybe $9. Sometimes, not every time. Okay, and it's okay. I'm not complaining. So I leave it at a low because I don't want it to be interrupted. That's annoying as shit to me when I'm trying to watch somebody and here comes an ad. Here comes an ad. Here comes an ad. Oh my God! I'm like, I gotta go. Okay.
And I'm not releasing this ever on any platform. I mean, I'm sure you'll hear the full thing eventually. But here you go.
All I know, I have a guesstimate of what all the platforms are making. It may be off,
What's your guesstimate?
Well, across all platforms, I'm guessing anywhere between 40 and 50 a month is my guess, and it may be more.
Listen,
But
We might do that this month, but the thing about it is, this month so far that I know of, that whenever me and Eric talked, it's going to be right close to 20,000 a piece. So probably 60,000 this month.
okay,
there you go. So our numbers were a little off. And let me also bring this up. I had shared a text back and forth between Eric and Patrick, and it said on YouTube we have around 76,000 and the monetization is on. Let me clarify something. I read it as, and we're up to 76,000. I interpreted it as $76,000. But after thinking about it, and I looked at their subscriber count, it's at 82,000. There is a potential that he was saying, which now it's clarifying, that it was subscriber count. So I'm here to clarify and recant what I said, because I will not say something, and if I'm proven wrong, I'm going to say it publicly, because I am a fucking grown woman. So it could be, I interpret it as $76,000, but it also can be interpreted if you, because my mind's there, my mind's on the money. Okay, but it can also be interpreted at 76,000 subscribers, because they're only up to 82 now. You guys feel me? So let me recant and say the truth to you. I'm not trying to like pull one over or make it worse than it's bad enough, honey. We ain't got to make it worse, okay? It's bad enough. So let's go back 10 seconds. Oh, damn it. I hate when my computer does that. Let's go back 10 seconds and listen.
It's going to be right close to 20,000 a piece. So probably 60,000 this month.
okay.
Oh, I was muted. Do what you want with that.
Yeah, I don't want to lie to get more views. I just don't.
Do what you want.
That's ridiculous
Let's
for
talk
me.
facts now. Let's get this family on the path to normalcy. Share this number with anyone you can who you think has donated to Eric Carroll or Patrick Rourke on behalf of the Whitakers, and let's ensure this family is on a path to normalcy. Thank you all.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. All right, so now we're going to jump over here to what was said on Facebook, what he said on Facebook, okay? My computer is acting all kinds of crazy. Why does it do this? I don't know. But it's okay. We'll get it together. We'll get it together. And it's so big. Why is it so big? Oh, I know why it's so big, because I had it zoomed in so we could see Creepalacha. I'm saying it right. See what you guys have taught me today? You guys are amazing. All right, I want to pull this up. I'm going to make it bigger and share it to StreamYard so we can all read it together. Okay, StreamYard. Share the screen. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be split in three ways. There's more Whitakers than they should always receive more than whoever's Patrick and Eric. There's more of them. And I was screaming that from the rooftops, honey. I'm like, no, this isn't a good contract. All right. All right. So I'm going to read this so I can show you. This come directly from Creepalacha. I think I'm saying it correctly now. And we're going to read it. It says, all right, folks, I'm so glad that the announcement has been made that the West Virginia State Police is conducting a thorough investigation on this scamming involving Eric and Patrick. I know they will do a great job in finding the truth and narrowing down who needs justice served, whether it's crimes of federal, state, or both criterias. Shout out to Corporal Gellickson for leading this important effort. That being said, I'm exhausted. I've been navigating evidence, responding to all comments I possibly can, and spreading as much awareness as possible to ensure that the Whitaker family is protected from current and future financial schemes. I trust Adult Protective Services fully and know that the family will be cared for. I'm still very sad for the situation and having to be split up, but it was bound to happen when vultures circle like prey, like they have been. My health is getting affected, which is not okay. The stress is worth the effort, but there is light at the end of the tunnel now. I'm going to think about my family and my best interests only for a bit and get my body back into optimal shape. This has my anxiety running rampant and has highly upset me that folks have been taking advantage of in such a way. Even talking about it makes me want to run through a brick wall. Again, I will be donating all proceeds from any post I have made related to the situation to organizations I see fit. You will see the receipts. I also going to take care of the family in some way after all of this is said and done. But you will never hear about it from me or this page. Deal with it. I can't do it now because honestly I'm not sure how to do it without causing more damage. The professionals in this state, whom I highly respect, are going to do everything they can to ensure both justice and well being are established for this family. I will not be posting about this again unless I am needed. The case is where it needs to be now, and the truth will see the light. If anyone close to the situation involved with Eric and Patrick spew more lies, I will keep piling on the truth. I doubt they will because I would say their lawyers are trying to figure out how to throw out the countless hours of cow shit depositions they've been putting online that are contradicted and minimal effort. When I go public, I can do so with evidence for months. Y'all know this. My suggestion is for both to cooperate fully with law enforcement and stop pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. Please refer to my final video that will explain where you can contact law enforcement if you have donated to this scheme. I'm going to see if I can copy this. Copy link. And let me drop this in the chat real quick. Oh wow, I don't know if it'll work. It might not work, guys. That's a big one. Okay, so do not donate to anyone affiliated with them or anyone claiming to be them or anything affiliated with this situation. There are now new scammers using their names to create their own schemes. Beware. Talk to each other. I wish you all the best out there with your families. Give them hugs. Tell them you love them every day. Take up for them, especially when they can't take up for themselves. Be useful. And at last but not least, live long Appalachia. I appreciate his statement. And there's a picture of this young fella. Good for you, sir. Good for you. Okay. So, there's that. Now, I miss being on Facebook, but I also, in a way, glad and think social media is running society. Yeah, we could have talks like that for hours. How are you on time? I know. Oh, yes, let me make sure. Okay, I still got a little bit of time. I have a very important phone call. I want to make sure all my stuff's, you know, I have all the information that I need to make sure that I'm good. I'm good, Sophia. Thank you so much, honey. You know, I get carried away up here, honey. So there, I was going to show you this. I have a playlist, the handy dandy playlist, with the guy that said that he was looking into it, and there isn't any. He doesn't do this kind of content, he says, but we'll listen to what he has to say.
Or everybody's favorite Appalachian family now. They're pretty hot on the internet and everybody's talking about them. This is a little bit different from my usual content, but I've been following the situation. I just want to kind of add my 2 cents in. So, if you guys don't know, if you don't follow the situation, there's been a huge falling out uh, between content creators who, kind of got involved with the family and was helping out. Here's my take on the situation. You know, we recently seen 3 of them whisked off the social services, taken away from their home, taken away from everything they've ever known. That's likely where they'll be, um, unless something
Oh,
happens for the rest of their life. It's just kind of changed them. But
oh Lord, guess
here's
who?
here's
Let's
the
see
thing.
what. Oh Lord, we're gonna listen to this, and guess who went live? You know it, the old rambling man himself. We're gonna go listen to it. Oh shit, fire! Save the matches.
When this happened, fingers started getting blamed, and it went straight to money this and money that between Eric and Patrick. But I did some digging myself. There was videos talking about Eric had came in from Georgia to build him a house and to do this, and he had spoken his videos, and I'm going to do a clip of it here.
See, here's the clip. Did you guys read the clip? He said he had. Well, let's go back for the people in the back that think that I'm just bullying. Just had our first meeting with the city and got all of applications with the permits. I don't know how to interpret that because, like I said, I made him as I read into it differently than what it was supposed to be. I believe. So take it as you want, guys. There you go.
And went down and got permits from Odd. They live in Odd, West Virginia, which is in the county of Raleigh.
Damn it, Italian girl. I'm
So,
so sorry, honey.
I got online and I looked. Well, the
Go in and
permit is
come back
it's
out.
public. It's all public records. You can go right on the Raleigh County website and search all the permits that have been filed, all of them that's been approved. There's no house permits. There was none. Here's my take on the situation. He went down there and tried to micromanage the situation, and when it turned out badly, he called social services, had them list off, and started pointing fingers at everybody just to get the attention off him. But here's the thing: there are no permits, and if the permits aren't true, what else isn't true?
That's his point of view, guys. That's his point of view. So, if you go out and come back in, it may help you. Italian girl, like I said, I apologize if you're keep getting the ads. Yeah, just a bunch of people posting complaint, but I miss having contact with friends I kept in touch with. Thousands of pictures. I'm glad to be off. Yeah, let me tell you what. A lot of people that are younger are having a little bit of trouble with social media that were um, shut in for COVID and stuff. So, all right, here we go. What's this guy saying?
I want to make a plea right now to Eric Carroll, who is one of the people that was working with Patrick
He's making a plea, folks. He's making a plea. This isn't going to age well for him. Oh, Lord.
for to put a company together for the Whitakers to raise some funds for them. They were partners with the Whitakers in a venture with videos and everything that we've all enjoyed. And sadly, this thing is like run off the rails in the court of public opinion. But I want to make a plea.
No, it's not right off the rails in the court of public opinion. It is what it is. It's not a legal binding contract from my observation. It's not a fair contract from my observation, but I haven't seen it, so I can't really say. Okay? The Whitakers are individual entities, human. They're human, individual humans with the right to dignity and respect and to receive a fair portion of what is being made off of them. Off the poverty porn, as this gentleman before we listened to said. Okay? Come on, man.
To Eric Carroll, will you please give Patrick a call? He tells me he's been trying to get a hold of you. I know that I've tried to stay out of this thing. Didn't want any part of what was going on because you guys had that under control. And the fighting has to stop. I think that you need to give him a call. And if you don't want to call him, that's fine. Do the accounting. Get everything set. Settle up with the Whitaker family. Shut that thing down. You control the money. Patrick has access to 1/6 of it, I think. I don't even know what's all going on there, but I just know that you have platforms. You're controlling the accounting. You said you set up a trust fund. Settle that thing up and pay the Whitakers and fight
Right,
Patrick,
Christopher?
please. You won't return any phone calls. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you won't call him back, but please do that. Obviously, this has become a very high-profile thing, and it's embarrassing. I don't know you. I've never met you. I haven't even met Patrick. I've talked to him on the phone. I've got no red flags. I don't know what's going on with this. I know that he would like to put this behind him, and he's been trying to, and I've been encouraging him to keep doing it, but if you don't call him back, you guys can't work your differences out. So we're beyond that. Just do the accounting.
Right, Eric?
Get the
Wondering.
workers paid. Shut this thing down And nothing but bad can come out of this thing if you don't do this. And if you don't think it can get worse, I'm sure that it can. Because in the court of public opinion,
Yeah, you said
it
was like the
I'm
president
doing
getting on, right? The fight of his life. He's like the president. This is his time.
for this stuff too. I have nothing to do with it. And you won't even call me back. So you guys work out your differences later. Eric Carroll, please do that. If anybody on here knows Eric, please make sure he gets this message. He's got my phone call and he knows that. And whether he's upset or not, he's taken a lot of time to make Facebook videos and just bash Patrick the whole time. Bashing him, blaming him for everything. Take 5 minutes and call him face to face. That's how men settle things. Call him, settle it, get this thing done. It's affecting too many people now. And there's too many people in the court of public opinion that have opinions on which should go.
Hey, Buttercup.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Nobody knows what's going on. The curiosity's killing them. Really, what's happened is they're missing those videos. I'm missing them.
This
too.
has
That's
no,
besides the point.
no. This has nothing. You are missing the point, sir. No one is missing the videos. Of course, people enjoyed watching them, allegedly, okay, for whatever reasons. But this isn't about we're just starving for Whitaker content. We're just out here just starving to death. This is about the respect of people. Okay, so you just can't fathom that, can you? You just can't fathom that, can you, sir? Mr. Ramblin' Man.
People are going to wonder, they're going to say things, they're going to do things, and they're going to form their own opinions. You need to call them.
Lolly? I mean, you know?
Please. Just
Hey,
call
Shaby.
the Whitakers and get out of it. Thank you. And I don't mean that to be sarcastic, to be mean. That's not what I'm thinking. But you need to do the accounting and get it done. You're controlling the funds. It's not fair. But that's all I got really for today. Sorry about that, folks. It's embarrassing, but it's just hitting too close to home right now. And a good thing has gone bad. And
Hitting too close to home. Where's that big tour bus you're going to go up and pick up the Whitakers and go take them to the ocean? Okay, that's what you had in plan. You had some plans for them too, Skippy. Do you not see? Oh my God. Oh Lord, I need a mental evaluation. I'm in the upside down world. Holy shit.
it's in the court of public opinion. And now there's something going on, that there's a detective involved, and there's a investigation going on, that kind of thing. It's not an indictment. That's a different story. But I don't know what will come out of that kind of thing. But I know those
That he just said it's an investigation, not an indictment. Not yet. Ha ha.
two don't get together and settle this thing. That's just not going to look good.
It's past
Anything
that.
that's been done wrong, I don't know. I'm not prejudging anybody or anything. I'm only saying that Eric has gone silent, and he's taken the liberty to do a bunch of fighting and airing out dirty laundry online. And fine, that's done. Stop. Take 5 minutes. Call Patrick. You guys work this out.
Right? I'm like, why?
Patrick's trying to get a hold of you, has been trying to, and until that happens, it's just going to be chaos. So I hope y'all have a good day. Hope you have a great weekend, and let's hope that in the next couple of days or so that this thing is settled and we can move on. And it's a shame that it's come to this, but it's a good thing. The Whitaker family has been through enough. They've been through a lot of things, but they're a partner too now. I don't. This is a three-way thing. They're a partner as well in this company. There's a paper trail.
It's a company now?
Everything that's been on the internet, everybody's going to get a 1099 for anything they've done on the internet as far as the people involved that own the sites. I know that Eric controls like 5 of the platforms and Patrick has 1. That's all I know. And because I've been trying to help Patrick on the internet, and he only has access to the Whitaker family page. A lot of people have been asking about that. He has access to it, but he doesn't even have a password because I was trying to get him to get all that stuff off his page and port it over. He's able to do that, to get it there, but he can't do anything else besides that. So I really would like to see this thing end and see this thing go back to a sleepy little town. And I do wish Eric and Patrick well. I do. I mean, I don't think this was what they bargained for. But boy, this is really just blown up in the court of public opinion. There's podcasters spinning
It's not a court of public opinion.
off of this like crazy. I mean, I can't get on the internet without seeing my picture on stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. But they're just repeating things that I'm saying. There are some honest ones on there. There's some that just got that. They're twisting everything around and doing all kinds of stuff. And I hate that. But, people will be people. They'll do anything for clicks and for monetizing. And most of the time, the ones who are accusing somebody of doing something, they're making money too because they're getting clicks. And when you go on their sites, they're making money. There's a gold rush with the Whitakers right now, I guess, and that's what's happening. Yeah, anyway, I'm here.
You jumped on the bandwagon too. You were on here talking about your grand tour for the season. It's the season for bluegrass, and we're going to take the Whitakers to it. So if you want to see the Whitakers, come on down. Wasn't that what you about to run there, buddy pal? But your cart got overturned, rambling man. Right? You're just you had big plans. You had big plans. And let me ask you another question. The people that donated that guitar, are they going to want to be affiliated with anything like this now? Let's think about that. Those you said on a public platform, you said yourself, sir, that they were one of your sponsors to your band. Now, how does this really look for you, Mr. Ernie? I mean, I would have questions.
I want to go away. Did not want to be part of it in this court of public opinion ever. So I'd like the nightmare to end. Eric, call.
I don't know why it always freezes whenever we're trying to watch a YouTube or
There are some honest ones on there. There's some that just got bad. They're twisting everything around and doing all kinds of stuff. And I hate that. But, people will be people. They'll do anything for clicks and for monetizing. And most of the time, the ones who are accusing somebody of doing something, they're making money too because they're getting clicks. And when you go on their sites, they're making money. There's a gold rush with the Whitakers right now, I guess, and that's what's happening. Yeah, anyway, I'm here. I want to go away. Did not want to be part of it in this court of public opinion ever. So I'd like the nightmare to end. Eric, call.
he cut it off. Okay, got you. He cut it off. Oh boy. Something else, boy. Easy Lane's right. Poor detective got his hands full with, right? The detective is probably going to, I mean, there's a lot of money, I think, that was, donated and whatnot. This is going to be a hell of an investigation. It's going to be a lengthy investigation, in my opinion. So we're probably not going to have updates as quick as people want them. But the ball is rolling in the right direction. And that's all we can ask for, right? He's going to be blown away. Yeah. I want to apologize 2 streams ago. I called him Ernie Shell from Sumner Wells case. I got the last names mixed up. I apologize. Got ya, Sophia. Yeah, his name is Ernie Evans, bluegrass guy. Anybody that was legit would have immediately posted permit application receipts without even being asked. Yes, because we heard them say that they were going to have full transparency on everything that they were doing. And there was, in my opinion, from my observation, what I can find is there wasn't any transparency. But I mean, that's just for me, right? Investigation will take months and months. Absolutely, Charles. So this isn't going to be something that's fixed overnight. This isn't something that we're going to have updates on every day, every other day, once a week. It's probably not. Am I going to keep my eye on it? Absolutely. Are there things going on behind the scenes that isn't going to be brought to light yet? Absolutely. And I'll update, whenever I get information. But all we're going to do is pray for the Whitakers to be safe, clean, healthy. I know they're not going to be real happy because it's a hell of an adjustment. You have to think about it. They are so used to being in the holler with their family, and now they're not. They may be, I don't know if they're happy, but it's life changing for them. And also, people like or don't like Betty. It is what it is. She dedicated her entire life living in the holler to take care of her family members, and like or not like Larry. They were there. They're the ones that could speak enough to the public to keep them away and all that, right? And now this is an emotional trauma for her that she's never experienced before. Being away from her family. Now her home's condemned. This is huge, people. This is bad. This is bad. Okay? It's a little extreme, I'd say, Dick. That's what the guy said. My heart breaks for Betty, too. Mine does, too. Eric even went as far to make sure everybody knew he cooked out for the family. Right, but, we can, I don't know. It's bad. In my opinion, it's bad. It's sad, it's bad, and it has the potential to happen to other people if there isn't something put into place to protect from what the man said, poverty porn. That's disgusting. I hate it. I hate it for anyone. And also, it does shed a light on the lack of government assistance in rural areas. It shines a huge light on lack of resources in rural areas. And that needs to be brought to attention too. Well, when I don't know who did it, but somebody did a video on all the money, and Patrick and Eric took what's crazy. Yeah, I seen that. I think that if you want the Jesus, I always forget the guy's name. There is a guy that's been going over this. He did the breakdown of the finances as best as he could from the chicken scratch from Eric. Um, that's just the monetization. That's not the donations, okay? So until someone, I don't feel like I need to break it down until we actually get some hardcore evidence of what it is, right? Because we can speculate all we want, but we won't know the true figures. One, it needs to, all of the platforms need to be turned off of monetization so there can be an end. You know what I mean? There needs to be an end. So then they can be calculated with the proper officials, and then it can be determined what's going on, right? Yes, it's terrible the way they have done that, family. It is. Yeah, I didn't need cookouts, Walmart trips. They needed various forms of help with daily living and medical needs. They knew they didn't even have a working toilet, and that's what pisses me off. You can go out here and buy a $500 outfit, but some people can't even wipe their ass. You don't even think about buying a box of Depends, making sure everybody has clean clothes on. But we'll prance Timmy around for show. That's the way I viewed it, and that's what pisses me off. Right. Yeah. And some of it is legit. Some of it, what they did is legit. Okay. But that's a sketchy line. Things should have been put into place before the monetization on any platform was turned on, meaning there should have been a financial advisor, a trust account set up, an actual plan. Okay, of how this is going to go down. Not a third. No one, the Whitakers should not be getting a third. There's more. Each Whitaker is their own human identity. Okay, that's bullshit. 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 And I'll guarantee you that guy um, wouldn't accept that kind of contract. Okay, a beautiful pair. Oh, thank you so much. Mark did not contact with persons who had no contract. Of all who took the money and most of the money come to the guy, even said that Eric took off back to Georgia with all the money, and he says that Eric probably got about 20 some thousand. Yeah, it was about 20 some $1,000. And you know what the sad freaking thing about it is? It was out of 1 month, the Whitakers, I got a $250 credit card. Let me see if I have a calculator on here. If someone might be able to do the math quicker than myself. Divide 6 divided by 250. 6 divided by 250. Let's Google it. I don't know. I have to use a calculator. See, I'm part of that damn generation. Oh Lord. Let's see what we get. Oh boy. What is it? Why is it showing me? 41? 20, oh, someone said 24. 24. So that's $24 a piece that they received. Wow. Wow. That's not crazy. That's crazy to me. Well, get the hell up out of here. Oh, believe Christopher, their phones isn't likely. They'll get seized, in my opinion. They're going to want to see all of it. All right. And it's an investigation. All right. There's no indictment. The guy's like, well, it's not like it's an indictment. And I would say I'd hold on to my britches because I believe that one may be coming. That's just wrong. Right? $24. Lord Jesus, help me. I have a piece of paper right here. I could have done it right here. Good Lord. I'm not with it today. I'm telling you what, I normally don't stream this often, but this stuff has had me fired up. I am tired. My body needs to rest too. Like this young guy, been making phone calls, to see about how I could help passing the bill, what I could do from the state of Florida, research, whatever. And I'm telling you what, I am drained. I need a vacation. No, I don't have a GoFundMe. Well, there were six Whitakers, right? In the picture, there's six people. The Watson family is the guy that looked at, yeah, the Watson family. I want him to make sure that he gets his views. $41.66 for each of the family. It's still less than $50. Lord Jesus, help me. I'll be like, for what now? You want me to do what with this? But I think that they were counting, the nail salon, the haircut, the food as out of their cut. And they used it for content. So anybody that's ever done good business knows there has to be a set aside what you need to make your business run. Okay, you have to calculate that money over here. Then you divide. You see what I'm saying, folks? This wasn't done the correct way. Anybody, and I'm just a simple old Joe out here. I'm just a regular old pea in a pod. Okay, I can figure that shit out. Should be five with 50 apiece. Should be five. Okay. Well, you know what we're saying. You guys know where I'm going with there, right? Okay. I do like Watson family. Yeah, five in the house. Kenny is another brother, but not in the house. Got you. Okay, got you. Got you. There is five if you count Larry. Yeah, we got to count Larry because Larry's in there. Got you. So less than $50. We'll just say that. Less than $50. And we got to pay taxes out of that. Oh, it was a gift, so we're good. Betty, Larry, Kenneth, Lorraine, Timmy, Ray. Why was I thinking six? Oh, BJ maybe. But Larry lives across in the camper. Yeah. But Kenneth has been interviewed by Patrick and Eric too. Right? Right? Larry lives across. Yeah. Okay, softball girl, good to see you. It's sad. It's just really sad. Didn't count Kenny, my bad. Hey, it's okay. It gets confusing and it almost feels like we're in like a cycle, never-ending cycle. It's all right, Kara. We're not going to hold you to the cross to it, honey. We all make mistakes, all right? I believe Eric is going to get the brunt of this investigation, and I do believe they will go to his house and raid his house and anything that's got money that's Lunar Wolf, man, I'll tell you what, wouldn't that be something else? Oh, I doubt that happened, Anthony. Ray just wants his chewing TV. God love him. Right? Ray said, just give me some chewing tobacco and let me watch, The Price is Right, damn it. Leave me alone. Gonna take everything that Eric has got brand new in his house, including anything he bought. Ooh, Lunar Wolf. Well, what will be sad? I'm praying this isn't gonna happen. I hope that the money is there, okay, and it can be transferred to where it needs to be from Eric. Okay, I'm hoping it is. I want to see some light at the end of this tunnel. If it's not there, oh man, what a sad day for everyone involved, I think it's more Patrick than Eric because Patrick needs more money. Heck, BJ should be paid in her, right? BJ should be paid too, crackhead or not. She was like the story for like days, wasn't she? Crackhead or not. I liked watching them communicate as a family. But you know what? Like I had said on a previous live, we all would have tuned in if they would have went out and bought washers, dryers, refrigerators, and started cleaning the house up and helped Betty rejuvenate a spark in her that took pride in her home, took pride in the way she and her family looked, how to wash clothes, how to put them in drawers, get them beds. We would watch that. We would watch Betty make a fucking bed. We would. You would. I would. Be like, good for you, and watch her develop again into something that felt good to her. I would have absolutely loved to watch something like that. That is hopeful to me. No matter how down and out you are, there can be a ray of light somewhere. You know, that's it. Hell yeah, BJ was a scapegoat, so they could blow the whole thing up and get Whitaker's ticket. That's sad. I think they need to look into. Oh, it went up too fast. I'm sorry. Think they need to look into dad talk funds too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that from being on this platform, I'm sure that some of his people did go watch his stuff. I'm just assuming. I don't know that to be a fact. I never heard of the guy before. Okay, I never heard of the guy before. Oh, that's so nice, Okie. I know that there was going to be a group of people that was going to come this coming Saturday to help clean, but it's been not inhabitable now. It's been deemed by the state that, you know, I did see I did wouldn't I'm not going to cover that on this channel because that is a lot of hurt right there in between them two people. I did see it. I watched it privately. I have no desire to share that on this channel. They're out there. It is out there. You guys can find it. But for me, that's really that was awful what I seen. But I won't put it up here on my channel. I try to keep it. I mean, I talk crazy and I am a little nuts, but I don't want to go that far with it because it hurt. I could just imagine. I don't. No, I can't do it. It would be hard to believe that Patrick will get the worst end of this investigation because of the simple fact he only made less than $7,000. Well, we know that. I know I sent it to you, Mama Bear, so you could watch it. It's sad, isn't it? Well, we only know that we don't know what's come in the Cash App because remember, Patrick himself put his personal Cash App up June 20th of 2025, asking for donations for a washer and dryer, a refrigerator, and a mower. So I don't know what he received, but they're gonna find out. In the third video, Christopher, it's terrible. Christoph, I'm sorry, I keep calling you Christopher. I'm sorry, Christoph. My bad. Yeah, I seen that he made 11 grand last month off of his Facebook page. Is that part of the money that's being split with the Whitakers as well? I can't remember. I have to go back and remember. Yeah, I won't be sharing those, Mama Bear. That was. Where do you find those messages on Patrick? It was who? There was a channel that Mama Bear. Don't drop the link. Mama Bear, just mention the channel name. Please don't drop the link to that video. But you can mention the channel in the chat if you want. But please don't drop the link to that video. But Mama Bear probably knows who the actual content creator is. No disrespect to the content creators. They have the right to do what they want. I'm not trying to say anything bad about them. I will drop the name, but I do not want the link dropped to that video. Well, what word is she threw Eric out? It's concerning. And when you guys see it, you'll be like, if it's true, if it's real messages, that's the thing. Let me see. I don't know if Mama Bear. She takes care of her little one when she's modding, so she may not be in here in the moment, but I can find it. I can tell you the name. Oh, the video has been removed. Oh, well, you're not going to be able to watch it. The video It says that this video has been removed for violating YouTube's term of service. Huh. So you can't watch it. Sorry. But yeah, it's out there. You might want to look at on Facebook. I wouldn't gonna share it on my channel because it's that bad. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not gonna help Eric's situation. What's crazy, and you don't even know people are against Patrick, is still the only one taking care of Betty, has given Betty a place to stay and her dogs a place to stay. Well, in my opinion, that's about the least he could probably do. I'm not against Patrick. I'm not against Eric. I want him to be transparent. All right, because the things that they said that they were going to do has not come to pass. There was a lot of smoke and mirrors, in my opinion, and that's what I'll leave it at that. It's gone, Mama Bear. It's not. You can't give it. You can't get it. I clicked the link that I sent you, and it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Terms and service. It was bad. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's bad. That's why I was like, I ain't sharing that shit. Hell no. Yeah, in my opinion, he freaking should give her a place to stay. In my opinion. All right. Because um, he he profited off of her, and he needs to make sure that she's taken care of. Or if not, um, her go with Timmy and Ray and them, if it's possible. I don't know. I couldn't remember the creator's name, but yeah, that probably for the best. Yeah, it's gone. It won't even give me to the name. It won't even let me go to the her channel now. I'm like, whoa, damn. I've been half listening, working. Sorry, I missed some of what's been said. It's all right, Eric. I'm just been rambling. I just been rambling my mouth. All right. Oh yeah, I read those and it's awful. Yeah, it's been removed, so you're not going to be able to find the video now. But she had said that the daughter in the message, I will translate for you. She did say she kept trying to post it, what was said, but it was kept being removed, not by her, but by Facebook. So that's that bad. It's that bad. If you think about it, it's that bad. If you just put it out there, it's that fucking bad. Just have a gut feeling that Eric's going to have a lot more charges than the money fraud. Why I love that gut feeling, but I have that gut feeling. Lunar. I think, because he was the one that was, I don't know. I don't work in law enforcement, never have. So I can't honestly say what I think's going to happen. I just feel pretty confident that it's in the right hands now. It's in the right hands. Thing I should have screenshotted because they left the phone number in the exactly, and that's another reason why I did not want to freaking show it. The number was not erased. Like whenever I show the GoFundMe, I erased the other people's name. I blacked out the other people's name that have no ball in the game. Okay, whenever I showed Ernie's little situation with the GoFundMe and his RV situation a year, I don't know, about a year ago. But I did not want to expose other people that have no freaking ball in the game. All right? That's not the way I want to do stuff. I saw the girl that made a video and played another video in it where apparently Larry doesn't know he's being recorded. No, Eric, that's not it. It was the daughter and Patrick conversing via text to each other, and it was vile. It was real vile. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. It could have been a spoof. It could have been spoof text messages, very much so. I don't know. Yep, 4 months and the family's destroyed. I know, Becca. It's hard. It's hard to watch. And I'm not saying that this may be a blessing in disguise because Ray did need medical attention. He did. Lorraine needs medical attention. She keeps pointing to her head and her stomach for some reason, and no one's smart enough to take her to a fucking doctor. All right? So it might be something, and underneath it all is a silver lining. Okay? Right? I seen that too. Some of it's not good. I saw that. I can't imagine my dad talking to me like that, right? It was very bad. And I didn't want to show it because, phew, I'm disgusting. It's disgusting. Lord Jesus. Y'all, at least the three in the worst condition are now being properly cared for. Right. That's my feeling, Eric. I know that Ray needs help. He looks thin, his knee bothers him and stuff, and this might be the best thing that happened for Ray. Not that it's the best that he is not around his family. I'm not saying that, but for medical care, okay? And Lorraine seems like something is consistently hurting her head. She's always, hurting, pointing to her head, and then a couple times to her stomach. So maybe that's the silver lining, but that doesn't justify what happened. Just because this has happened and it's potentially a good thing they're getting medical care, this doesn't that's not a justification. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if they're in the actual facilities or not. I don't know, so I don't want to throw that out there. I do not know a direct location and all that, but I want to be positive here, folks, and hope that they're in a proper placement with proper care that they need. Or I really do. Yeah, he needs to be in a fun home. Yeah. He doesn't need to be in like a nursing home. He's still got a lot of, vibrant space. He loves to do stuff, and he needs to be able to live his best life. Where Ray's almost 70, right? Ray's almost 70. I don't know how old Lorraine is, but they wouldn't be, happy to be moving around all the time and playing volleyball, playing baseball. Now, Timmy would enjoy that, but Lorraine's going to be like, no, I'm old. Leave me alone. Let me just sit here in my chair and with my Lay's potato chips and listen to the birds. She enjoys that, and there ain't not a damn thing wrong with it, honey. Ain't a damn thing wrong with it. Okay? Right? What did Eric think it was going to happen when he marched Betty into the government facility with the horrific stories? I'm like, hello? I'm like, ding dong. I mean, come on, folks. Um, I was like, what do you think's going to happen? You don't think the proper people are going to step in? But then he said he's the one that called too. I thought maybe Lorraine is 78. I don't really know. I'm 40 and I enjoyed that too. Let me tell you, honey, I enjoy sitting around listening to the birds and listening to the wind. Okay? Shoot, I'm 51. Well, guys, like I said, about a half hour, I have a phone call that I need to make sure that I'm 100% prepared for. And so I better jump off here and make sure I have all my ducks in a row. As always, I appreciate everyone coming over here to get the updated information on the Whitaker family and pray that justice is served. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other. I'm gone.